Hello and welcome to the Random Access Show. I'm Leon Panopoulos, and in today's episode I'll be talking all about what Microsoft released at their recent Surface and AI event. It's going to be pretty interesting, so sit tight and enjoy. I'm Leon Panopoulos and you're listening to the Random Access Show. Hello and welcome to the Random Access Show. I'm Leon Panopoulos. Now, today's episode is all about, as I said, Microsoft's Surface event, and it was actually the Surface and AI event, but it was an interesting event, and they had a few key moments in at the conference, and today I'm going to go through them. So, first up, this event was on the 21st of September in New York City. It was a private event. Not many people got to go. It was a, media only really event. But first up, we had the release of Windows Copilot. Now, Windows Copilot is something that has been going on and on and on in the tech world. We've been hearing about it. Copilot was originally introduced into Microsoft 365 or MS 365. And it was introduced as Microsoft 365 Copilot. Now, Copilot is just known as Copilot. So this is Copilot, formerly known as Microsoft 365 Copilot. And it will be on not only MS 365, but also on Windows 11. And it will be an integrated AI assistant in Windows 11. And it will be released in 2 days, or 2 or 3 days, through a Windows update. So a Windows update on the 26th of September will bring in Copilot. Now, it's an intelligent AI assistant that is there to enhance productivity. That's what its official reasoning for Copilot is. Now, I'm a little bit weary of Copilot coming into Windows 11. Right? If I have an AI assistant there in Windows 11, not Clippy from old Office, but a lot of people are comparing it to basically modern age Clippy. But if we have this Copilot in Windows 11, I'm scared that this is going to get rid of privacy forever in Windows. And we know that Windows, especially 10 and even more especially Windows 11, are very bad for privacy. I'm scared that this is going to remove that privacy altogether. And because if you think about it, an AI assistant will learn about what your habits are, what you do, how you use the operating system, and how to enhance your productivity. It's not going to enhance your productivity if it's like learning about things that you don't do. So it's gonna have to learn about your habits and your ways, and that means that it's going to be sent off to Microsoft servers, and that means that Microsoft's going to know everything, and it's not going to be very fun, and there won't be much privacy. But let's think on the good side as well. Let's try and think on the good side at least. It'll be able to help you when you're trying to do, it will make menial tasks a lot simpler, quicker, easier to do. So if I'm always typing the same things into the search bar, well, at a certain time, it'll say, well, it's 4 o'clock now. Leon likes to do this at 4 o'clock, or Leon, doesn't like to do this at 4 o'clock. I'll open this app for him. So it will help you. I just don't think that it's 100% necessary. Now, MS 365 Copilot, when it was introduced into Microsoft 365, it was originally targeted towards businesses because, I'm going to be honest with you, that's some people who use Office or MS 365 the most. But it was targeted toward businesses who needed to, analyze data and make their employees work a lot more efficiently. It was $35, I'm pretty sure, a month extra. And for a business, that's nothing if it's going to save half an hour off every task that you do. And it had a lot of uptake. There was a lot of people buying this Copilot, adding it to their subscription. So hopefully that keeps going for Microsoft. But yeah, we'll see how this looks like in Windows 11. It's going to be definitely a game changer. I know people use that word, overuse it quite a lot, but yeah, I reckon this will be truly a game changer. In a good way or not, we'll find out soon enough. They also announced that AI would be added to MS Paint. Now, it really is an AI event. There's a lot to do with AI here, and I'm not liking it. AI has taken over this show, I reckon. I don't know. I've been talking a lot about AI, and it's because you can't really not talk about AI. It's really taking over the tech world, and I'm not 100% liking this, but what am I to do? But yeah, AI is now in MS Paint. Who still uses that? Who actually still uses MS Paint? I don't know anyone who says, oh yeah, I drew something in MS Paint the other day. Who does that? I don't know. But apparently there are still people that use it. And now they're going to be using the generative AI. So I'm assuming that's going to be text to image. That's my assumption, but I'm not 100% sure about that. There'll also be AI to automatically remove backgrounds and layers. And yeah, probably a bit more small AI updates and tweaks added to the program. Because, AI is such a big thing that it needs to be added into MS Paint. I reckon Copilot will just do it for you. You get Copilot to draw something. Actually, that would be interesting, Copilot to draw. I wonder if that would work. I wonder if it would do anything. Bing has a few AI updates. Specific results will be coming to Bing with AI, so more specific results than before. Uber specific, maybe. Yeah, I like that word. Uber specific. So you'll search something up and Bing will ask you a few more questions to personalize and specify search results. Now, I'm hoping that's a feature you'll be able to turn off. Now, I've never used Bing. I've probably used it 3 times in my life and I cannot stand it. I don't know why. I just don't like it at all. But I think I reckon this is a feature that Google will pick up. But I'm hoping it's a setting that you'll be able to turn off because if I'm looking something up, I don't always want Uber specific results. I want something that I can just, I can just search something up. I don't need to be asked questions and find this most specific result and personalized result for me. No, I reckon they'll be able to turn it off. But yeah, look, specific results with Bing with AI. A lot of people are saying that it'll be good for shopping. So if you're looking for a particular product, it will come up with the actual most specific version of that product that you can find. I don't know. I don't do much, if any, shopping online, so I couldn't really tell you how that would help you. Bing AI, so the Bing Chat GPT AI, it will now be using your chat history to inform future chat results for added context. Now, this feature can be turned off in settings because a lot of people don't want their history being used for further context. A lot of people don't want their history being saved in their AI programs either, and that's a big thing that a lot of people have been talking about, whether these AI programs should automatically save your chat history. But yeah, look, we'll see. We'll see how many people actually use this feature. Surface Laptop Go 3. So that's the 3rd generation Surface Laptop Go. There's a lot more Surface products out there than I thought there would be. And it's actually quite intriguing because, I don't know, I've been recommended Surface laptops before. I'm just not into Microsoft having a complete monopoly over everything I do on my computer. If I have a Microsoft Surface, then they're going to run the hardware and own the hardware. And they're also going to run the software, Windows 10 or 11 or whatever Windows I put on there. So, yeah, I'm not into that whole idea. But, yeah, I don't know. Surface Laptop Go 3, a lot of people like these laptops. Now, the AU, or the Australia and UK prices have not yet been announced, but it's going to be $799 US. It's going to have 15 hours of battery life. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I can barely get my laptop to last me 6.5 hours. Yeah, sometimes it does, but not really. 88% added performance compared to the original model. 12.4-inch touch display, 720p HD front camera, 12th gen Alder Lake. Now, these specs are very underwhelming for the price that they're at. Alder Lake, that's 12th gen Intel. That's very outdated. We're up to almost 14th gen. So yeah, look, outdated 720p HD front camera. Yeah, that's outdated tech. I reckon you could go for a full HD front camera. Who uses that camera on their laptop anyway? I don't know many people that use it. Yeah, like I'd get a privacy shield for that. 8 or 16 gigs of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. Yeah, look, we'll see. I don't reckon that laptop's going to get a lot of uptake, and neither do I reckon the Surface Laptop Studio 2 will. The only massive upgrade to it is the Neural Processing Unit, which is a new dedicated chip for machine learning tasks designed by Intel. This means AI is here to stay. It means AI is definitely here to stay. If we're dedicating entire chips to these machine learning tasks, then yeah, AI is not going anytime soon, if ever. And yeah, look, this episode right now is scaring me in what AI has come to. And the Surface Go 4. Now, this hasn't been announced, but it's officially been confirmed. So there wasn't an event for it at the Surface event. It was just confirmed that it existed. It's targeted for enterprise and business. It's running on an N200 Intel chip, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. A little underwhelming to me, but we'll see that full specs eventually once it is released, whenever that happens, which I'm assuming is going to be Q1 next year. But that's it for the Surface event. Now it's time for the quick stuff, where in America we're starting off with T-Mobile customers, one of their biggest telcos in the US. T-Mobile customers, when they logged into the app on September the 20th, some customers could see other people's account and billing information after logging onto that app. After logging onto the T-Mobile app, and they could also see private and personal information about these accounts that weren't even theirs. Now, last week or the week before on Tech Done Fast, I spoke about Wise security cameras, where this was a similar issue. People had access to other people's feeds, their camera feeds, and this is not on. We should not have to deal with this sort of stuff. T-Mobile, it's a telco, it's a tech company. It should be able to deal with security. Do you know how big this company is? Do you know how much money this company makes? And they can't even deal with security like this. Now, apparently it wasn't caused by a cyber attack or data breach, which makes it even scarier, because it means there were flaws in their system that, they don't even need a cyber attack to be able to view other people's data. Now, it was first reported by The Verge on the 20th of September. There were people on Twitter and other sites talking about this. And T-Mobile, it's not the first time for them either. They've had 9 data breaches since 2018. That's 9 data breaches in 5 years. Not on. I would not be going with T-Mobile if I was in the US. The International Criminal Court, next up, has disclosed a cyber attack on Tuesday after noticing a system breach last week. The International Criminal Court, you'd think they'd have good security. All these companies that are getting hacked and have data breaches should have good security. Dimmix got hacked a few weeks ago. Pizza Hut suffered a data breach. Caesar's Palace and MGM, they suffered data breaches. They're all the Vegas companies. These companies have enough money to secure their systems and to have good technology systems. And what is happening? They're getting breached, and they're allowing their customers to view the private information of someone halfway across the country. This is not on. Now, the criminal court is currently investigating with the assistance of Dutch authorities, because the International Criminal Court is it's in the Netherlands. That's their host country. No information yet on the extent of the attack, nor on the information on the impact of the attack. I'm actually annoyed at this. I'm annoyed at both these stories. T-Mobile, International Criminal Court. It's the United Nations. They can afford to do stuff like fix their security. Mate, like, these companies, I don't know where they spend their money. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, It's really annoying. And finally, Signal. The chat app has announced an upgrade to its security. See, Signal, this is a free and open source app, and it can afford to upgrade its security. I don't think they've suffered a data breach. Don't take my word for it, but it's it's known as one of the most secure communications app out there, if not the most secure communication app. It's free. It's open source. I'd love to use it. I mean, I reckon it would be such a good app. It's basically a free and open source and secure alternative to WhatsApp. It announced an upgrade to its end-to-end encryption protocol, which will protect users from quantum attacks. That's interesting. Quantum computers will be much more powerful, and they'll be able to break common end-to-end encryption or E2EE protocols. And Signal's trying to avoid that. So they've upgraded their encryption protocol, which is smart on Signal's part. They're preventing from the future. Signal should be the role model for the International Criminal Court and T-Mobile and Pizza Hut and Caesar's Palace and whoever else was breached. These massive companies, oh gosh, I'm going to start going on a rant. But yeah, I'm annoyed at these companies. I'm happy for Signal though. I'm very happy for Signal. But yeah, thank you very much for listening to the Random Access Show today. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel, join our WhatsApp and Discord communities, check out our website, and check out Tech Done Fast, our sister show where I go through the top 3 or 4 news stories of the week in around 4 or 5 minutes. It's pretty good. I'm in Panopoulos, however. Thanks for listening to the Random Access Show. Have a great weekend.